Let's talk about this character that we see in the Superman trailer and a couple images from the marketing. Potential spoiler warning for the Superman movie. Today we got some new looks at some Superman merchandise, including some toys, and we see the character right here, more in a purple color and telling us who he is. If we look right there, we see that his name is Ultraman. This lines up really well with something that came out like I think 2 weeks ago, which was a children's coloring book also offering a closer look at the character, where again we see the character sporting this purple color. Now, why does that matter? Well, Ultraman in the comics is a evil multiversal variant of Superman, and I don't really think they're going to do that. Now, purple does represent at least two villains that are very big within the Superman mythos, one being Bizarro, but I don't think we're going to get a Bizarro story just yet. Feels like it's a little bit too early for that. So who could the other potential character be? If you remember a couple of months ago with a behind the scenes look at the Superman movie, we did get this shot in that video. And a lot of people didn't really talk about it. They saw it and were kind of confused. But I think this tells us who this character is going to be if we see this little alien looking dude. And I really think that this is going to be the DCU version of Parasite. Now, in the comics, there have been at least 3 people who have been Parasite, but the basic premise of Parasite is that his power set allows him to absorb and mimic the powers and memories of anybody that he comes into direct contact with, which makes him a very dangerous enemy for Superman and almost any hero that he goes up against. Could it be that Parasite, or at least this version of Parasite, is an experiment that Lex is working on that does kind of fall into the backstory of almost every version of Parasite, where it is some type of scientific accident? But it could be that this version is more intentional. We see that Lex is very close to the creature, seemingly like he trusts it or is in control of it. Could it be that this setting is similar to the setting where Superman is in prison, where the guards are beating him up and he's next to Metamorpho? Could it be that Lex Luthor is housing all these metahumans and feeding their powers into Parasite, where he starts off as this small and scrawny creature but ends up bulking up? And if you remember one of the final shots, or close to the final shot of the trailer, we see this in the background. It's actually the same thing that we saw when they fully revealed Superman's suit. It's a key art that's been there for a while, but we see that Green Lantern is fighting something purple. Now, I know a lot of that hinges on the purple color, but that is such a prominent color for Parasite. Could it be that now he's at a point where he's just uncontrollable and everybody has to step in? But what do you think? Who do you think it is?